Come with me as I show you around Punta Arenas, the gateway to both Patagonia and Antarctica. I'll show you tips and tricks of where to stay and the best places to get food so you don't have to catch your own. I made it to Chile! Just arrived at my hotel here, the Enada Casa Hotel. It was about $80 for one night. If you want to stay, make sure that you have cash to get from the airport. Is about $13. It has to be in Chilean pesos. They don't accept the credit cards. And then once you get to the hotel, make sure you have the little immigration paper that they give you, like that's printed out from the border control, because they will want that with your passport to copy. Pretty standard for a lot of these places. When you get to the hotel, you want to pay in US dollar because they actually tax if you have to pay in Chilean. But for now, time to shower and take a little nap and eat one of my boba bars I brought with me. I arrived on New Year's Day, so if you are planning to come, make sure you're going to arrive on days where things will actually be open. Luckily, I was able to walk around town, which it is a very walkable city, find a few beautiful places, and luckily a pizza shop was open.
Got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feels.
The next morning after breakfast, I headed over to Unimark, which is a fantastic supermarket if you needed a few extra supplies before getting on the bus to go to Torres del Paine. I will cover Torres del Paine and my mishaps along the trail, along with Puerto Natales and our trip with Antarctica 21 down to the 7th continent in other videos, so make sure to stay tuned. Getting back to Punta Arenas, I stayed at a lovely hotel called Hotel La Yuga Loca. It had some really unique rooms that paid homage to the founders of the city from the past, from carpenters to Wanako to storytellers. It really is one of the most unique hotels I think I've stayed in throughout my travels. You don't have to go all the way to Antarctica to see a penguin. You can actually see these Magellan penguins with a short boat trip over to an island. There's also plenty to see along the boardwalk with mementos to those of the past that have contributed both to the whaling and history of Punta Arenas. There is plenty of delicious food to go around. There are plenty of museums like the Maritime Museum or poetry that helped establish gender equality. We decided to head over to the Now Victoria Museum. We're out here at the Now Museum, one of the museums here in Punta Arenas you can visit while you're either waiting for your trip to Antarctica or you're planning on going to Puerto Natales to hike the W route. It has replicas of the ships of like Shackleton's ship of Victoria. Now Victoria is what the museum is named after, but you can see the replicas here. You can go on. It costs about $5 for the taxi to come over to the museum. And then the entrance fee is around $10 for adults. It's a great place for families and kids. They have a lot of places to take photos and just kind of explore the area. So let's go check it out. Mary was in the Navy for about 30 years, so we're gonna have a lot of fun here. Raising anchor! John! You gotta earn your keep, man.
So these holes are where the anchor chain would be.
Oh,
and
okay.
Then that's what you would use to get the anchor up and down.
Give us a tour, Mary.
This is exactly like the ships were when I joined the Navy.
Okay, going down in the hole. These steps are so steep. Ooh, look. Can you imagine just like sleeping in here? So tight. And if there's like any holes in the boards, they're not sealed properly. I wonder how much water would be down here, you know? This is how they weighted the ship with the stones. Say that again, Mer.
How you maintain it is you have ballast tanks. I don't know how they did it in old ships, but that you adjust the water to maintain a certain depth and stability in the water. So, and usually how it works is like the like lower rank you are, the lower in the ship you are, and then like the officers would be up on like a higher deck.
Here's all the storage stuff.
See, I think this is meant to recreate like hanging dried like a foot seat.
Oh yeah. Oh, that guy creeped me out. Oh my gosh.
This mannequin looks just like we get at Bernie's. Look, and he's even buying the booze. In like the old navies, part of your payment was like a certain amount, like food and alcohol. And it wasn't until like later in naval history that they realized you needed vitamin C to prevent scurvy.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Mary. Yeah.
Exactly how steep it is on like Navy ships too, like going up and down ladder walls.
Seriously?
So like you're supposed to go down like this, but like people are nervous, and then you climb up. So you have to like be Navy sized too, like, or you hit your head.
So Mary's Navy sized. That's a little bit of a climb there. Look. Oh.
Did you hit your head?
And there I go, hitting my head.
You're not Navy sized.
Oh!
Hello, Captain. Press permission to enter. Look, there's his rack.
Racketon.
But see how it's like nicer because he's like the captain and he had.
Man, technology has come so far, eh? There is plenty of historical boards that you can read, especially about Magellan and how he discovered the Strait of Magellan on his voyage to the Spice Islands in the western route on order of the Spanish king when the Portuguese king had denied him so many times. It really is quite the feat because it led to the first circumnavigation of the globe. The reason the now Victoria was built here, it actually cost $200,000 to build the ship. It was financed privately. They built it to commemorate the first Europeans to actually set foot in Chile. And it was one of the first ships to actually circumnavigate the globe successfully. Magellan, the Strait of Magellan is named after the captain who unfortunately died in the Philippines when being attacked by Mactans, the tribes. But of the 265 men that were originally aboard this ship, only 18 survived when they arrived back home. There were mutinies, there was a lot of stuff going on that probably wasn't good, but the reason that a lot of them died is because of malnutrition. So it's pretty interesting history, and a lot of the history of, you know, sailing to Antarctica and the whaling here. I think it's really important to learn because it is important to the people here. So the HMS Beagle, I think this is the one he was saying that Darwin was on. Yeah.
He's like actually famous.
Yeah, yeah.
Beagle went to the Galapagos.
Oh, that's right.
So here's a stateroom right here. Probably Exo's quarters. This is probably CO's quarters. Where they would do the navigation and stuff like that.
This is cool. As they got more advanced with their navigation. So Mary's saying these are called knee knockers.
And when you're running really fast, it's easy to hurt your knees. The enlisted people, like the low, which who were not titled and stuff like that, they would be like along the walls here using hammocks still. Even on the Constitution, you can see that.
I mean, it's not.
But the Constitution is the oldest commissioned ship in the United States Navy, and the second oldest that's still in use in 7th Fleet is USS Blue Ridge LCC-19.
Oh.
Which was commissioned in the 1950s and still active service.
So much knowledge. I love being on a boat, but I don't know if I would love being on one of these boats. Instead of a mermaid, they got a puppy, a little beagle. So many puppies, and there's a real puppy and a bunny. There's 3. When I come back in my next life, I want to be this dog. This dog, exactly like this. Yeah, we're talking about you. Anchors away, my boys! Anchors away! Sometimes it's not about the destination, but the people that you see it with. I had to say goodbye to John and Mary, which was so sad and probably the worst part about travel, but then headed over to the National Museum in Punta Arenas to check out some of the animals and first people of this area. Make sure to check out culturetrekking.com, where you'll find a written guide to this city as well as many others around the world. Easy to navigate table of contents, and find me on social media channels at Culture Trekking. Okay, we're here at the local cemetery, and it was named by CNN as one of the most beautiful cemeteries in the world. Just remember, if you decide to visit, that it is an active cemetery, so really be respectful. Can't wait to see this. It already looks stunning and so well maintained. So this La Luna bar restaurant was highly rated on TripAdvisor. I'm gonna pop in and see how it goes. after one last stop at a souvenir shop, I was back on my way to the airport to continue my adventures. Make sure to check out the next videos where I hike to Torres del Paine and many more adventures. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.